Have you ever wondered what separates those who thrive well into their golden years from those who struggle as they age? Imagine unlocking the secrets that not only add years to your life but also enhance the quality of each day you live. In this video, we delve deep into the 5 powerful strategies that can help you defy the odds and embrace aging with vitality, purpose, and joy. Whether you're looking to improve your health or support a loved one, these life-changing insights are essential viewing. Stay with us until the end to discover actionable tips that can transform your approach to aging, empower you to overcome common challenges faced after 80, and inspire you to live a longer, healthier, and more fulfilling life. Don't miss out on the wisdom that could make all the difference in your journey towards a vibrant and meaningful future. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know so I can make a better video for you. Now, let's get started. It's often said that as we grow older, our bodies begin to slow down, but there's something far more tragic that happens when we stop moving. Why do so many seniors face a decline in health and a shorter lifespan as they age? A key reason is the loss of physical activity. As the years go by, maintaining an active lifestyle can feel like an insurmountable challenge. Physical limitations, psychological barriers, and social isolation often work together to push us further away from the activities that once brought us joy and vitality. For many seniors, the daily acts of moving through the world become more difficult with each passing year. Joint pain, arthritis, and chronic illnesses like heart disease or diabetes can make even the simplest tasks feel like monumental obstacles. And with that struggle comes the heartbreaking reality. When we move less, our bodies slowly begin to deteriorate. It's as though we're trading in our health for comfort, and in doing so, we unknowingly pay a heavy price. One of the most noticeable and devastating consequences of reduced activity is the weakening of muscles. This condition, known as sarcopenia, steals away our strength, leaving us less able to perform even the most basic daily tasks, like climbing stairs or carrying groceries. As our muscles weaken, so too does our ability to move safely through the world. Falling becomes a terrifying possibility, and the consequences can be dire. Broken bones, fractured hips, and a painful reminder of the fragility of our bodies. What's even more heart-wrenching is that these falls are often preventable, but they occur because we simply stop moving. Reduced activity doesn't just take away our strength, it also slowly erodes our bones. Osteoporosis, the thinning of bones due to lack of exercise, leaves us more vulnerable to fractures, even from a small bump or trip. Our bones need to be challenged and supported to stay strong, but when we stop moving, they become brittle and fragile. It's a silent thief, stealing our independence, our mobility, and our quality of life. And then there's the emotional toll. As our bodies grow weaker, our spirits often follow. The connection between physical inactivity and mental health is undeniable. Cognitive decline, depression, and a sense of isolation often creep in when we stop moving. Without physical activity to stimulate our minds and lift our spirits, it's easy to slip into a sense of loneliness and despair. The world becomes smaller, quieter, and less welcoming. Social connections wither, not because we want them to, but because the very act of moving and engaging with others becomes too difficult. It breaks my heart to think that so many seniors are trapped in this cycle of inactivity, suffering not just physically but emotionally as well. But there's hope. The solution isn't as far out of reach as we might think. Small, simple steps can make a world of difference. It's not about running marathons or lifting heavy weights, it's about finding those moments to move, no matter how small. Even just a short daily walk, some light stretching, or a few minutes of muscle strengthening exercises can help maintain strength, improve mood, and bring back a sense of connection with the world around us. We must make it a priority to help our older adults stay active. Whether it's through creating exercise programs tailored to their needs, providing mobility aids, or fostering social connections, there are countless ways we can help seniors maintain their independence and enhance their well-being. In the end, it's about so much more than just physical health. It's about the joy, the freedom, and the peace that comes with staying active, no matter your age. It's never too late to begin. Let's encourage our seniors, and ourselves, to move, to stretch, to engage with the world. Because it's a movement that keeps us alive, not just in body, but in spirit too. Chronic health conditions. As we age, it becomes impossible to ignore the growing reality of chronic health conditions that deeply impact both our physical and emotional well-being. By the time many individuals reach the age of 80, the body often carries a heavy burden, weighed down by ailments that rob us of the vitality we once enjoyed. Conditions like hypertension, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, arthritis, and dementia become more common, almost as if they are a cruel, uninvited guest that arrives with time. These illnesses don't come overnight. They often arise from a mix of genetic factors, years of lifestyle choices, and the slow, relentless wear and tear on the body. For many, these conditions not only affect their physical health but touch every aspect of their lives, from their mental state to their relationships, their ability to find joy, and their sense of independence. Take hypertension, for example. When blood pressure spirals out of control, it silently wreaks havoc on the cardiovascular system, slowly but surely increasing the risk of heart attacks, strokes, or even kidney failure. It's frightening how something so easily overlooked can threaten our very survival. Similarly, diabetes, when left untreated, quietly creeps in to cause nerve damage, clouded vision, and an inability to heal from the simplest of cuts. The independence we cherish, the very thing that allows us to live with dignity, begins to slip through our fingers, and we are left feeling powerless as if our bodies are betraying us. But perhaps the most heart-wrenching of all is dementia, a cruel thief that steals not just the memories of the person who suffers from it, but also the memories and lives of the loved ones who stand by helplessly. Conditions like Alzheimer's disease slowly strip away an individual's sense of self, making even the simplest tasks feel like insurmountable challenges. The fear of not recognizing a familiar face, of not being able to recall the names of children or close friends, can leave a person feeling isolated and adrift, while their caregivers are caught in an emotional whirlwind. The toll is heavy and emotionally draining, and can leave both the sufferer and their family feeling like they're losing a part of themselves with each passing day. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. The weight of these chronic conditions is not just physical. It also takes a significant emotional and mental toll. Once vibrant, social people find themselves withdrawing, unable to engage in the activities they once loved. Hobbies fade into distant memories, and even the joy of spending time with loved ones becomes overshadowed by the struggles that come with managing chronic illness. It's heartbreaking to think that something as simple as a walk in the park or a lunch with friends can feel like distant dreams. For many, the need for constant doctor visits, the unrelenting list of medications, or the reality of long-term care arrangements add stress that's not just physical, but financial as well. The constant strain on a person's resources, both emotional and material, can be overwhelming. And yet, despite all of this, there is hope. The good news is that with proactive care and the right approach, many of these conditions can be controlled. It takes commitment, determination, and the courage to seek help when needed. Regular medical checkups, eating nutritious meals, and engaging in physical activities suited to one's abilities are essential. Mental health, too, needs attention. Stress management techniques, mindfulness, and staying connected with others can significantly improve one's overall well-being. But perhaps the most important part of managing chronic health conditions is the support from others. Whether it's the guidance of a compassionate doctor, the love and care of family, or the support of friends and community, there's no doubt that staying connected and relying on others is a key component in maintaining a fulfilling life despite hardships. It's not an easy road, and it's filled with challenges, But with the right mindset and a strong support system, it is possible to find peace, joy, and meaning even in the face of chronic illness. As difficult as aging may be, it also offers us the opportunity to embrace our vulnerability and seek strength in places we may have never imagined, reminding us that our lives, no matter how long or short, are valuable and worth fighting for. 3. Social isolation. Social isolation is one of the most painful and often overlooked struggles that seniors face, particularly after significant life changes, such as the loss of a beloved spouse, the death of close friends, or even the emotional shift that comes with retirement. These events can leave a vast emptiness in their lives, an aching void that seems impossible to fill. The connections that once provided warmth, support, and a sense of purpose, those cherished moments of companionship, suddenly vanish, leaving a person to grapple with overwhelming feelings of loneliness. But loneliness, in this context, is far more than a temporary state of being. It is a silent thief that can erode a person's mental and physical health in profound ways. For seniors, the weight of social isolation often becomes an insidious force, one that can make daily life feel like a series of long, empty hours. As they become disconnected from others, their joy diminishes, and with it, the strength to find meaning in everyday existence. Studies have shown a deeply worrying connection between chronic loneliness and an increased risk of depression and anxiety. I cannot help but feel that when someone is left alone in their later years, without the laughter or the simple pleasure of a familiar face, it's like watching the light inside them slowly fade. These feelings of emotional deprivation can spiral down into a place where it feels impossible to climb out, leading to a loss of hope and a diminishing sense of self-worth. The effects of social isolation extend far beyond just mental distress. It can also take a silent toll on a person's cognitive abilities. Without regular interactions, meaningful conversations, or the mental stimulation that comes from engaging with the world, memory can fade, and thinking can become clouded. It's heartbreaking to think that someone who once had a sharp mind, full of stories and wisdom, may find themselves struggling to remember the simplest details of their lives. The body, too, suffers. When loneliness takes root, the immune system weakens, making an already fragile body more susceptible to illness and infection. I've always believed that when we isolate ourselves from others, it's not just our hearts that break, it's our very health that starts to unravel. Furthermore, the lack of social support can lead to poor eating habits, inactivity, and neglect of healthcare needs, which only compounds the dangers that come with getting older. Yet, perhaps the most tragic part of this cycle is the difficulty in accessing help. When a senior is isolated, reaching out for support, whether for an emergency or simply to get through a difficult day, becomes a daunting task. It becomes harder and harder to re-establish those once familiar connections, and the loneliness only deepens. The emotional isolation becomes so complete that it feels like an endless, quiet struggle, one that no one can see from the outside. But there is hope. The battle against social isolation is not an impossible one, though it requires effort, both personal and communal. We must make the conscious decision to reconnect with the elderly, to offer our time, our presence, and our love. Community programs, social clubs, volunteer activities, these can be lifelines for seniors who feel forgotten. They provide opportunities to rebuild lost connections and remind individuals that they are still valued members of society. And as family members or caregivers, we have an immense role to play as well. We must check in regularly, that we reach out, visit, and offer a genuine sense of inclusion. Sometimes, all it takes is the simple act of sitting with someone, of being there, to remind them that they are not alone in this world. In the end, addressing social isolation is more than just a personal task. It is a collective responsibility. It is a call to action for all of us to ensure that our elders feel seen, heard, and cared for. When we commit to combating loneliness and isolation, we are not just improving their lives. We are showing the respect, compassion, and love that every human being deserves as they age. Together, we can make a difference, and together, we can help ensure that no one has to face the darkness of isolation alone. 4. Poor nutrition. As we grow older, the the challenges of maintaining a proper, balanced diet become increasingly overwhelming. For many seniors, eating a healthy and well-rounded meal feels like an insurmountable task. It's not simply about choosing the right foods, but about navigating a series of physical, emotional, and environmental obstacles that make proper nutrition so difficult to achieve. As the body changes with age, the consequences of poor nutrition can be far-reaching and devastating, affecting not only physical health but also mental well-being. For many older adults, physical limitations, such as difficulty chewing, swallowing, or even preparing food due to joint pain, arthritis, or other conditions, can make the simple act of eating a chore. A once joyful activity may turn into an exhausting, painful task. Many seniors, especially those with limited mobility, find it nearly impossible to stand and cook meals, leading them to rely on pre-packaged, processed foods that are easy to consume but lack the nutrients the body desperately needs. As the years pass, reduced appetite and changes in taste often compound the problem. It's heartbreaking to see someone lose the desire to enjoy a meal, and even more so when those meals are skipped altogether or replaced with unhealthy, overly salty, sugary, or fatty foods that only worsen the situation. The deeper impact of poor nutrition is often hidden beneath the surface until it becomes too late. Chronic poor eating habits weaken the body's immune system, leaving older adults vulnerable to infections and diseases that their bodies simply can't fight off as effectively as they once could. Illnesses that could once be fought off in a few days can now become long-term battles. The pain of being unable to recover from a cold or an infection is compounded by the emotional toll of feeling weak and isolated. Seniors who don't receive enough of the essential vitamins and minerals, like calcium, vitamin D, or iron, may also suffer from conditions like osteoporosis or anemia, which only serve to further erode their health, independence, and quality of life. Poor nutrition doesn't just affect the body, it takes away the very essence of living. With every missed meal or improper food choice, it feels like a slow surrender to frailty, to the loss of the self-sufficiency that defined us in our younger years. Muscles waste away, balance deteriorates, and the risk of falling becomes more and more real. The sad truth is that poor nutrition is often one of the leading causes of diminished mobility and independence. What once felt like a vibrant and active life can soon feel like a constant struggle to stay upright, physically and emotionally. But it doesn't have to be this way. We cannot simply stand by and let poor nutrition take hold of our aging loved ones. This is a battle that can be fought, and it begins with compassion, understanding, and proactive support. Family members, caregivers, and healthcare providers all have vital roles to play in identifying the signs of poor nutrition early and offering creative solutions to ensure that older adults receive the nourishment they deserve. It may involve something as simple as encouraging the consumption of nutrient-rich foods or assisting with meal planning and preparation. Meal delivery services can be an incredible lifeline for those who have difficulty cooking, providing access to fresh, wholesome meals tailored to their dietary needs. Community support is equally essential. Programs that deliver healthy meals to seniors or provide access to fresh produce through local farmers markets can provide significant relief, especially for those in food deserts where grocery stores are few and far between. It's about creating a system of care, a safety net that helps seniors maintain their dignity and health even when their physical abilities are declining. It's also crucial that seniors regularly check in with their healthcare providers, ensuring that any nutritional deficiencies are caught and corrected early before they spiral into more severe health concerns. It's not just about avoiding disease, it's about ensuring that seniors can continue to live with vitality, independence, and joy. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about eating, it's about living. And every senior deserves to enjoy a life that is filled with health, comfort, and the warmth of connection. 5. Mental and emotional health challenges. As we age, mental and emotional health challenges can often feel more intense, and they may manifest in ways we never anticipated. The passage of time brings with it a series of inevitable transitions, some of which are deeply painful and difficult to navigate. One of the most heart-wrenching emotional obstacles in later years is the profound grief that accompanies the loss of loved ones. Whether it's the passing of a spouse, a cherished family member, or a dear friend, the loss can leave an aching void in our lives. The grief may feel like an all-consuming darkness, one that clouds every moment and makes it hard to imagine how life could ever feel whole again. In these moments, the sadness can feel unbearable, and loneliness becomes a constant companion. We may find ourselves grappling with the weight of questioning life's purpose, wondering where our place is in the world without those we once shared it with. Another challenge that profoundly affects our emotional well-being as we grow older is adjusting to retirement. Society often paints retirement as a golden age of relaxation, freedom, and the pursuit of long-desired hobbies. But for many, it is a period of disorientation. The transition from a structured routine to the freedom of unstructured time can leave us feeling lost and disconnected. For so many, work isn't just a means of financial support. It's a source of identity, connection, and purpose. When that structure and sense of self begin to fade, it can be a deeply unsettling experience. The absence of daily tasks and the lack of social interactions once found in the workplace can create an overwhelming sense of isolation. We may begin to question our worth, not just to others, but to ourselves. The world around us feels quieter, and the joy we once found in our work may feel like it slipped away entirely, leaving us with feelings of emptiness, boredom, and sometimes even a sense of uselessness. Adding to these emotional burdens are the physical health challenges that often accompany aging. Chronic illnesses, mobility issues, and the inevitable decline in our physical abilities can take a significant emotional toll. There's an undeniable frustration that arises when our bodies no longer work the way they once did, and that helplessness can be overwhelming. The fear of not being able to care for ourselves, or of becoming a burden to others, can create an ever-present anxiety about the future. Facing these challenges, especially without a strong network of support, can make everything feel much harder. The vulnerability we experience as our bodies change often comes with a deep fear of being alone, both physically and emotionally, and that can intensify the emotional strain. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. For many, mental health conditions like depression and anxiety become more pronounced in these later years. Depression may creep in as a constant, heavy weight, manifesting as a loss of joy or interest in the things we once loved. There are days when it feels impossible to get out of bed and nights when sleep evades us, leaving us alone with our racing thoughts. Anxiety can take hold, too. Fears about our health, our finances, and what the future holds can seem to be endless. These feelings can spiral out of control if left unaddressed, creating a vicious cycle that damages both our emotional and physical health. The more we worry, the harder it is to maintain our health. The lack of purpose that many of us feel in this stage of life only deepens these feelings. When we no longer feel that we contribute in meaningful ways, whether to our families or society, it can be heartbreaking. We may wonder if we still matter, if we still have something to offer the world. For those who spent their lives giving to others, raising children, building careers, caring for family, the loss of this sense of purpose can be particularly devastating. It can feel as though we're being asked to redefine ourselves, but the path to that new identity seems unclear. However, despite these difficult truths, there is hope. There are steps we can take to address these emotional challenges and regain a sense of peace. One of the most powerful tools in managing the emotional strain of aging is building a strong support network. Whether it's through family, close friends, or community groups, connecting with others can help alleviate feelings of loneliness and isolation. It's essential to create spaces where we can share our experiences, our fears, and our joys. Beyond this, engaging in purposeful activities can also restore a sense of fulfillment. Volunteering, mentoring, or picking up a new hobby are not just distractions. They are opportunities to contribute to and rediscover the joy that we thought was lost. Seeking professional help, too, is a vital step. Therapy or counseling can provide a safe, non-judgmental space to process emotions, gain perspective, and learn healthy coping strategies. Taking proactive steps to care for our mental and emotional health is a cornerstone of aging gracefully. Though the road may be challenging, by facing these difficulties head-on and fostering resilience, we can still find meaning and joy in this stage of life. It is possible to navigate these trials with strength, to rebuild, and to find new avenues for happiness, even in the face of loss. 5 Secrets to Living Beyond 100. 1. Stay physically active. Staying physically active is truly one of the most profound and essential gifts we can give ourselves as we age. As the years go by, we often find ourselves slowing down, but it is in these moments that we need to remember that keeping our bodies moving is one of the most powerful ways to nurture both our physical and mental well-being. It is not just about adding years to your life, but about adding life to your years. The simple act of moving, whether through walking, swimming, or yoga, can transform your health in ways you may not expect, especially as you reach the later stages of life. Walking, for instance, is often underrated, but its benefits are boundless. It's a gentle yet incredibly effective exercise that nurtures not only the body but the soul. The rhythmic motion of walking brings a sense of peace, allowing us to connect with the world around us in a way that many other exercises can't. Every step taken helps boost circulation, nourish the heart, and improve endurance without putting undue pressure on our joints. For those of us who have been walking through life for decades, there is something deeply comforting about the familiarity of this simple act, something that reminds us of the importance of slow, steady movement. Walking is the quiet strength that quietly supports our journey through life, giving us the mobility to carry out everyday tasks and the energy to keep moving forward. Yoga, on the other hand, is a practice that reaches beyond the physical. It touches the very core of who we are. It brings a beautiful blend of flexibility, strength, and mindfulness, offering us a haven where we can reconnect with ourselves. I find it remarkable how yoga helps not only stretch our muscles but also stretches our capacity for peace and presence. The deep, calming breaths are more than just a tool for relaxation. They are a lifeline, especially as we age. Yoga helps us rediscover balance, both physically and emotionally, and there is a certain grace in the way it encourages us to listen to our bodies, to slow down and honor our limits. The deep stretches and mindful movements ease the stiffness that often comes with aging, increase our range of motion, and even reduce the fear of falling, something that can worry us more as we grow older. For me, yoga has become a gentle reminder to care for myself with love, showing me that we can age without giving up our flexibility or joy. And let's not forget swimming, an exercise that feels like pure freedom. When I think of swimming, I picture the weightlessness of the water cradling my body, offering relief from the gravity that can sometimes feel so heavy on our bones. The cool embrace of the water allows us to exercise without pain, while the resistance of the water strengthens muscles, improves cardiovascular health, and enhances flexibility. It's as though the water itself carries us, offering a safe space to build strength while reducing the risk of injury. Swimming is a form of self-care that feels liberating, as though it renews the spirit as much as it does the body. But the true magic of staying active is the incredible resilience it builds in us. Physical activity is the secret to maintaining strength, both in our muscles and in our resolve. As we age, our bodies require more care and attention, but staying physically active helps prevent the onset of chronic conditions such as heart disease, arthritis, and diabetes. It strengthens our bones, reduces the risk of osteoporosis, and helps us hold on to the independence that so many of us cherish deeply. Beyond the physical benefits, being active also nurtures our minds, boosting our mood, easing anxiety, and sharpening our minds in ways we can't always measure but certainly feel. The most important thing, though, is that physical activity makes life more enjoyable. It fills our days with purpose and joy, giving us the strength to continue living life to the fullest. It allows us to sleep better, to feel more energized, and to interact with the world in a way that feels meaningful. It's not about being perfect or pushing ourselves too hard. It's about consistency and finding the activities that make us feel alive. Whether it's a walk in the park, a stretch on the mat, or a few laps in the pool, it's the simple act of moving that opens the door to a life that's not just about surviving but truly thriving. Embrace a nutritious diet. Taking charge of your diet is one of the most powerful ways to invest in your health and ensure a future full of vitality. As we age, our bodies crave nourishment that not only supports day-to-day function but also actively promotes longevity, vitality, and resilience. A well-balanced, nutrient-dense diet is an absolute game-changer, acting as a safeguard against countless health struggles. It's not about mere sustenance. It's about honoring yourself by giving your body the gift of nourishing foods that enhance your overall well-being. When you choose to fill your plate with vibrant, fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, you are giving yourself the essential nutrients needed to thrive in every sense. These foods provide so much more than just calories. They deliver vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fiber that support and sustain your body on a cellular level, boosting everything from your immune system to heart health, and even mental clarity. Take a moment to reflect on the amazing power of these foods. Superfoods, in particular, deserve special mention, as they go above and beyond in providing an extra nutritional punch. Just think about the humble almond, walnut, or pistachio. These small but mighty nuts are bursting with heart-healthy fats, protein, and fiber, delivering vital nutrients that fuel your body and help reduce inflammation. They are also rich in antioxidants, those natural warriors that protect your cells from oxidative stress. It's through this kind of care that your body can lower the risk of chronic diseases and nurture longevity. It's a simple choice, but one that can have a profound impact over the years. And let's not forget the glorious bounty of berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, the true jewels of the fruit world. These tiny fruits are not only a treat for the senses, but are packed with antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties that protect against cognitive decline and other age-related illnesses. Imagine the power of those little red and blue gems as they shield your brain, keeping your mind sharp as the years pass. And then there's olive oil, the golden elixir that's a cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet and is revered for its ability to support heart health while fighting inflammation. It's rich in monounsaturated fats, those good fats that help lower bad cholesterol levels and keep your arteries clear. Whether you use it as a base for cooking or as a dressing for your salads, it's an easy and delicious way to elevate the nutritional value of your meals. But it's not just about adding these nutritious foods to your diet. It's equally crucial to reduce the things that harm your body. We've all been tempted by the allure of sugary snacks or overly processed foods, but the truth is, these items only serve to weaken the body over time. Excessive sugar and processed foods are linked to a range of health issues, from obesity to type 2 diabetes and heart disease. Refined sugars and artificial ingredients wreak havoc on the body, contributing to inflammation and disrupting the delicate balance your body depends on for health. This is why choosing to minimize processed foods and sugar is so incredibly powerful. By choosing whole, minimally processed foods, you regulate your blood sugar, support digestive health, and maintain steady energy levels throughout the day. The journey to a healthier, longer life starts with the simple, everyday choices you make. By embracing a diet focused on whole, nutrient-dense foods, you're not just nourishing your body. You're creating a foundation for lasting vitality and well-being. It's a gift you give yourself, one meal at a time, and it will pay off in ways you may not even realize until the years ahead. This isn't just about living longer. It's about living better, feeling better, and having the energy and vitality to enjoy every moment to the fullest. 3. Cultivate strong social connections. Nurturing meaningful relationships is not just important. It's vital for maintaining both mental and emotional well-being. The world can feel so overwhelming at times, and without the support of those we care about, it can become a lonely place. This is why it's crucial to surround yourself with a network of people who truly matter. Supportive family, close friends, and community groups that bring you a sense of belonging. These connections offer more than just companionship. They become a fortress that shields you when life presents its toughest challenges. They are the people who help pick you up when you're down, the ones who bring joy when you're feeling empty, and the ones who provide a sense of safety and comfort when everything feels uncertain. In a world that often feels isolating, One of the most powerful ways to combat loneliness is by engaging in regular social activities. Don't underestimate the profound impact that being around people who care can have on your mental health. Consider volunteering for causes that speak to your heart, causes that stir up a sense of purpose deep within you. Not only will this enrich your soul, but it will also connect you with others who share your values, creating a bond that goes beyond casual acquaintances. It's through these shared experiences that you discover a new depth to your connections, a sense of belonging that transcends the superficiality of everyday interactions. And let's face it, there's something incredibly fulfilling about being part of a group that's striving toward a common goal, a group that's truly making a difference. It's not just about volunteering either. Joining clubs, social groups, or communities that focus on your hobbies or interests can be incredibly rewarding. It's about more than just filling up your calendar with activities. It's about fostering relationships that can stand the test of time. These regular interactions, whether through a book club, a gardening group, or an art class, allow you to build lasting friendships with people who share your passions. Imagine the joy of spending time with others who get you, who understand the little things that make you laugh, or the things that make your heart race with excitement. These friendships aren't just about having someone to spend time with. They're about nurturing connections that make you feel seen and heard. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. And don't forget the beauty of community events, be it a local gathering, a workshop, or even an impromptu meetup. These gatherings can be the lifeblood of a rich social life. They give you the chance to meet new people, forge new friendships, and contribute to the larger social fabric that we all long to be part of. Every time you engage, you add another layer to your emotional resilience, strengthening your ability to handle the ups and downs of life. Over time, these relationships not only reduce the risk of loneliness but also enhance your sense of purpose, helping you feel that you're truly a part of something bigger. In the end, it's clear. The relationships we cultivate are the cornerstone of a life that is rich in joy and fulfillment. They provide more than just a shoulder to lean on. They bring clarity, peace of mind, and a sense of deep connection to the world around us. Whether it's a shared laugh over a cup of coffee with a friend, a heart-to-heart conversation with a family member that lifts the weight off your shoulders, or the quiet satisfaction of knowing you've made a difference in someone else's life, strong social connections are the foundation of happiness. These bonds are what make life meaningful, and they remind us, time and time again, that we are never truly alone in this world. 4. Keep your mind sharp. As we grow older, one of the most important things we can do for ourselves is to actively maintain our mental sharpness. Our minds are incredibly precious, and just as we take care of our bodies, it's equally vital to nurture our minds. The brain, like any other muscle, thrives when it's consistently challenged and engaged. There's something truly fulfilling about taking part in activities that stimulate cognitive function. Activities that not only keep our minds active but also fill our days with a sense of purpose and accomplishment. For me, there's nothing quite like getting lost in a good book, especially one that makes me think deeply, challenges my perspective, or opens my eyes to new ideas. And let's not forget the joys of solving puzzles. Whether it's a complex crossword or a tricky Sudoku, that quiet satisfaction when a problem is solved is truly unmatched. These kinds of mental exercises don't just help us pass the time. They have a lasting impact on our memory, critical thinking, and ability to solve problems. But why stop there? There's always room to grow, always something new to learn. Learning a new skill or picking up a hobby that pushes us out of our comfort zone can be incredibly rewarding. I've always believed that trying new things keeps life exciting and full of possibilities, no matter what age we are. I've seen people take up playing a musical instrument or learning a new language later in life, and it's inspiring to watch. Not only do these endeavors keep the mind sharp, but they also open up new avenues for creativity, focus, and joy. For me, the simple act of trying something new, even if it's as small as learning to cook a new recipe, brings a sense of achievement and rejuvenates the soul. What's even more beautiful about lifelong learning is the way it keeps us agile and resilient. It's not just about avoiding mental decline, it's about thriving as we age. Numerous studies have shown that those who keep learning, whether through formal education, online courses, or simply by staying curious about the world around them, have a better chance of protecting their brains from cognitive decline. It's as though the brain grows stronger and more adaptable with each new piece of knowledge we acquire, and each new skill we master. There's something profoundly comforting in knowing that we don't have to stop learning just because the years go by. It reminds us that we're never truly done growing, never beyond the reach of transformation. I believe the key to maintaining a sharp mind lies in consistency and variety. By introducing a range of activities into our daily routines, be it reading, solving puzzles, or learning a new skill, we ensure that our minds are constantly challenged. This diversity of mental exercises not only makes things more interesting but also provides our brains with the rich stimulation they need to keep flourishing. By doing so, we delay the onset of conditions like dementia and Alzheimer's disease, but more importantly, we preserve the essence of who we are: curious, engaged, and full of life. So let's embrace the journey of lifelong learning, because the more we invest in keeping our minds sharp, the more we enrich our lives as we age. 5. Adopt a positive mindset. Adopting a positive mindset is more than just a tool. It's a transformative approach that can elevate the very essence of our lives. Optimism and gratitude aren't merely buzzwords. They are powerful forces that shape how we experience the world. From my personal experience, I can attest that the simple act of shifting my focus from what's wrong to what's right has brought me a sense of peace I never thought possible. Research backs this up, showing that those who cultivate an attitude of gratitude tend to have lower stress levels, experience less anxiety, and enjoy a higher quality of life overall. It's as if the universe opens its arms wider when we learn to embrace the positive. This mindset shift is not a one-time effort. It's a daily commitment. It starts small, by simply taking a moment to appreciate the beauty around us or pausing to acknowledge the blessings we may often overlook. Whether it's the warmth of a cup of tea on a cold day or the laughter shared with a loved one, these small moments, when valued, can have an enormous impact on our hearts and minds. Practicing gratitude, in my opinion, is like tending a garden. At first, you may not see much growth, but over time, with consistent care, it blossoms into something life-affirming and beautiful. This practice of gratitude doesn't just help us see life through a different lens. It transforms our reality, making each day brighter and more meaningful. Additionally, incorporating mindfulness and meditation into our lives provides a sanctuary for our minds in an otherwise chaotic world. These practices have been life-changing for me, offering a refuge where I can breathe deeply, center myself, and confront challenges with calmness rather than fear. It's not about escaping the world, but about finding peace within it. Meditation allows us to quiet the noise, listen to our inner voice, and realize that the storm outside doesn't have to match the storm inside. It's about embracing life's uncertainties, knowing that we can navigate them with grace and serenity. Spiritual growth also plays a crucial role in maintaining a positive mindset, especially as we grow older. As we age, we often begin seeking a deeper sense of purpose, something that transcends our daily routines. For me, spiritual exploration has been a guiding light, helping me connect to something greater than myself. It's like finding a steady hand that helps us through life's most tumultuous moments. With this sense of purpose, we can face even the darkest of days knowing that we are not alone and that there's a higher meaning to our struggles. By embracing a positive mindset, we're not only improving our mental health but also cultivating emotional resilience. Life is a beautiful, yet unpredictable journey, and I believe that resilience is key to navigating it. The ability to bounce back from hardships to weather the storm and emerge stronger is a skill we can develop at any stage of life. Each challenge we face, no matter how difficult, becomes an opportunity to build strength and learn something valuable about ourselves. Wisdom for the golden years. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 4 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Living beyond 100 is not just about adding years to life. It's about infusing each of those years with purpose, meaning, and joy. As we age, we are gifted with wisdom. The kind of wisdom that can only come through living, through making mistakes and learning from them, through embracing both the highs and lows of life. In my view, this wisdom is one of the greatest treasures of aging. It's an understanding that the simplest moments in life are often the most profound. In the golden years, the rush to accomplish more fades, and the focus shifts to appreciating what is already present. It's about finding joy in the mundane. I've learned to cherish a quiet afternoon spent with a book in hand, to savor the richness of a heartfelt conversation with a close friend, and to breathe in the serenity that a walk through nature can offer. These are the moments that bring true fulfillment. I've realized that a sense of purpose doesn't just come from grand achievements. It's in the quiet satisfaction of knowing we've lived authentically, and that we've done what mattered most to us. Whether it's volunteering, exploring a newfound passion, or connecting deeply with loved ones, these pursuits offer fulfillment that sustains us long after the years begin to pile up. Aging, while challenging, offers an invaluable gift: the ability to reflect on a life well lived. We're allowed to make intentional choices that prioritize our happiness, health, and well-being. This is the wisdom that comes with age, the understanding that we don't need to prove anything anymore. It's not about being busy for the sake of it, but about engaging in activities that nourish our soul. This wisdom helps us savor the present and find peace with the past. It encourages us to nourish both our minds and bodies, as we know that the body we inhabit in our later years is the same one that carries us through this journey. The possibility of thriving, even in our later years, is not just a dream. It is within reach. I believe that the choices we make now, whether it's nurturing our relationships, staying physically active, or continuing to feed our curiosity, are what shape the future we want to live. It's the small, everyday decisions that accumulate and lead to a vibrant, healthy life. The golden years don't have to be filled with regrets or missed opportunities. With wisdom, intention, and a commitment to self-care, they can be the most fulfilling years of all. And that, in my opinion, is what truly makes the journey worthwhile. As we wrap up today's video, I hope you found some valuable insights on how adopting a positive mindset and embracing the wisdom of aging can truly transform your life. We've explored how focusing on gratitude, engaging in mindfulness practices, and finding a deeper sense of purpose can not only improve our mental health but also enhance our resilience in the face of life's challenges. It's never too late to start living with intention and joy. So, what have you learned so far? I'd love to hear from you. Comment below with one thing you've learned from this video and how you plan to bring it into practice in your life moving forward. If you liked this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more valuable content like this. Together, let's continue to grow and thrive, no matter what stage of life we're in.